Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Leif's Tale. We're back with our man Leif, and, well, I think today might be a day where, well, things could change for Leif. It is autumn. It is still early autumn. And we've prepared as much as we can here. And while I think Leif would feel comfortable staying here for longer, we are going to have to move on from here, sooner or later. Because traveling along the river in winter is not going to be an easy task, so leaving now might give us the chance that we need. So, with that, we are going to be gathering as much as we can and starting to load that onto our boat to prepare to leave this all behind. Now, our path that we'll travel will be south down the river, taking us into the unknown, to where the river begins to fork into 3 different paths. As to which one we'll end up taking, well, perhaps we'll find that out when we get there. But for now, Leif has done all he can. Now, we could stay here for longer. We could try and survive the winter here, but I think for him, he needs answers. He needs to know what's going on with the greater world. And I think being out here for as long as he has been, well, it's about time to get those answers. And so we need to try and start moving all of these bits and pieces, and, well, we have quite a few bits and pieces that I'm going to want to try and bring onto here. Primarily, first and foremost, the most important thing is our food. Now, we do have quite a few chunks of fat still left over here, and I know that we have some hickory roots in this fire, which I don't want to burn, so we'll go ahead and move those on out of here, like so. And I believe it is going to be worth us trying to do something with that fat before we go, so we can go ahead and turn that into lard. It's going to take 2 seasons to rot. What about the tallow? The tallow also takes 2 seasons to rot as well. It's going to require 3 chunks of fat and some water. The lard, 2, and no water. Let's see. Same charge for the charcoal smoke. Okay, alright. We could always just start a nearby fire, which would preserve some of that charcoal. Because this is the thing, once we're out of here, once we leave this place behind, we are going to be going back to cooking things at night on a fire. And it's going to be different. It's going to be a change for us, that's for sure. But yeah, I think we're going to go lard for now. We'll go ahead and cook as many as we can. And that's all of the fat that we have, so it's going to take a fair bit of time, but we managed to do it. And there's even some crackling that we get from that as well, which is nice. That's only going to last 7 days, so we'll go ahead and eat those while they're nice, fresh and hot. And I can imagine that's going to taste pretty damn good to our man Leif right now. It's more of a snack than anything, so we'll go ahead and eat all of that while we have the opportunity to do so. And then we need to start trying to transfer things. I think we are going to start trying to transfer them just across to the side for now, moving across as much food as possible. The bone flute's definitely coming with us, clay pot as well. Yeah, essentially anything that is going to be of use to us, we're going to go ahead and take with us. Probably worth us doing a batch of water before we go any further as well. So let's just go ahead and do a whole heap of clean water. So we'll go ahead, do a batch. It only takes 25 minutes for us to do so, so we're probably going to do this twice. We'll go ahead and pour that into the hydrator. We'll go ahead and do it again, pouring it into the hydrator. Awesome, fantastic. Let's get moving. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, move all of that. We'll take the bee balm with us as well, the crackling, the dehydrated fruit, the meat, as much as we can. And we've got a whole heap of flour there as well, which is really nice. The garlic bulbs, yes please. Essentially everything. And all the food that we have preserved so far, it is going to last at least a few seasons, so it's not too bad. We've got a whole heap of yeast there as well. We do need to check out our fruit wine vinegar making operation just to see how much see if there's anything left in there, because it's been a while since I've had a look. We'll take the sealed glass jar of offal. The herbs, take the dog bane as well. We're pretty much going to end up taking almost everything here. The poppy buds, I don't think we're going to need to, but the sealed stomachs, definitely. And as for the seeds, well, we don't know what we're going to find when we get there, so it's probably going to be worth us bringing some of these seeds along with us. The canola seeds are super important. Everything else, though, we can kind of live without. We are going to take the rhubarb stems, because maybe we can replant them. Should we not find civilization? We'll take the gallon jug. Definitely going to be useful. Actually, you know what? We'll fill that up with salt water before we... Well, actually, this... Oh, no, in saying that, this is a freshwater river, so yes, I will do that. We'll take the charcoal with us, the cured pelt, all of those plant fibers, and the one that's currently tanning as well. The MBR vest, definitely, and the tactical gloves. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Obviously, science ID card, definitely want that as well. So let's go ahead and pick up that gallon jug. We're going to have to wield it for the time being, and we'll go on out and see what we can grab. Oh, we just got a pair up there for now. Ah, do you hear that? I think the sound's changed. It's clear, and usually when it's clear like this, it's like the massive wind sound. So I think the sound might have actually changed. If that's the case, I'm very, very happy with that. Nice. Okay, no, unload. No. There we go. We want to pour that into that one there. Fantastic. So that's now full of salt water. Go ahead and carry that on back. Okay. Nice. And we'll just go ahead and drop it just pretty much with everything else for now. We'll have everything in the one pile, just so that we know that we're not missing anything, you know, in particular. So now the next thing, we've got our spear thrower. We've got some guns as well. We've got our stone javelin. We've got some EMP grenades, which, you know, you never know. You never know. The knife spear we're not going to worry about. Pointy stick we're also not going to worry about. The throwing sticks, probably not going to worry about them either. But we'll take the fishing rod, the repair kit, the bone needle, the crucible, the pot. I don't think we're going to need the crack pipe. We'll take it because it's potentially useful. The distaff and spindle, hacksaw, hand axe. We've got a wood axe, so we should be looking fine, but we need to make sure that we actually do have that coming with us. The hand drill we're going to take, the hoe, knitting needles, crowbar. Yeah, pretty much all of our tools we're going to be able to make use of here. Now, we do have regular hammers. We have a regular knife. We'll take the stone pot, the swage and die, the UPS, and the washboard. The swag bag is obviously useful for us to be able to carry things around with, and... Oh, that's just the one. I thought it was 8. I thought we had 8 wooden frames over there. We'll bring the black box, because that might be the only last recording that we have of perhaps a human voice or something that belonged to a human. Taking the charcoal, the chunks of steel and nails. That's where it gets tough, because they're going to be quite heavy. We'll move them over. If we can bring them with us, we will. The chitin we'll bring as well. Why the hell not? We've got a whole heap of pipes there as well. We'll go ahead and move those across. The rawhide does need to be treated. But we have a fair amount of it already. The home wrecker is going to be useful if we need to try and smash anything up. But beyond that, I think everything else here we could probably, well, potentially live without. The sling and the pebbles, though, that's tempting just because if we see small fish, we might be able to use that. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Alright, so that's in that pile. So we do need to check out the one that's just down here now, and that's mostly our clothing. I'd want to bring everything that's in good condition, because we might need to swap some things out. I feel like we should bring everything just to cover ourselves. Take the suppressor as well, some more of those stems, the tan pelt. They're pretty much going to be useless to us though. There we go. Yeah. Leave the rest of them for now. Okay, so we still have 2 more piles over here to work with. We've got this one here, which is a whole heap of our fruit wine and the rest, and we just got splintered woods and lumps of clay. Both things that we can get a lot of over time, so I'm not so concerned about those, but we will go ahead. We'll definitely keep our camera with us, because that was the first thing that our man Leif had when he started this mad journey of his. Oh, there's that wind, so it is still around apparently. And here I thought it was gone. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. So let's go ahead and move across that. We'll go move those. Raw offal. I guess I didn't want to bring the offal with me, did I? No, not if we can avoid it. So we'll go to food and we'll go ahead and put that back into the fireplace for now. And we're just going to bring the hydrea. The wood ash will bring as well as the tanned pelts. Awesome. Okay. So looking up here. What do we actually have in the vehicle right now? Because we might still have a few things up there. Ah, that's the rawhide that's up there. Okay, that's perfectly fine. And up there we have 4 cured hides. So I'd like to bring them down here, and it looks like we are going to be able to do just that. Okay, go ahead and move, shift them all across, and I don't know if we're going to be able to drag, I don't think we can drag Trev onto there, no. So unfortunately Trev can't really join us. Now we might be able to, if I examine the vehicle, take the travois off there. So if I go remove, and remove the travois, is that just going to give us back a wooden frame, or is the travois a specific piece? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's just a light wooden frame. Okay. So we've essentially got a packed down version of it, so we could potentially bring that along with us. If we just bring the wooden frame and go ahead and bring the light wooden frame, that might be all we need, potentially. Yeah. I think so. Maybe, just maybe. While we're here, let's go have something to drink, have some more of those crackles, because they're going to go off first. Make the most of it. Okay, that's kind of everything. Obviously, I want to see if we're going to be able to get our lovely doggo on there. Okay. Not going to need that. And this should just be junk in this one here. Ooh, okay, we seem to be stuck. Okay. Oh dear. Oh no, we're okay, we're okay. Alright, that was a weird one. I don't seem to be able to move up from there. Okay, no, we're alright now. We can move all of a sudden. Okay, so we still have a lot of crap up here as well. That's our junk pile, but there's still some useful things in that junk pile. Okay, alright, so let's go ahead, see if we can get transferring. That's fine, we'll just transfer to there. Okay, so the stings, yeah, we'll take those. The acorns we can pass up. I feel like we're going to pretty much take everything here, just because it could be useful in different medical situations. The purifier, because maybe he doesn't exactly know what it is. It looks important though. Let's see. The glass jar, canvas bag, ceramic shards we can pass up for now. Improvised fish hook, sure, we'll go ahead, take a whole heap of those. The black box, we already have one of those with us, so we can pass that by. Plastic bottle, yes please. The science ID cards, we'll definitely take those. The super glues, oh yes. And a whole heap of withered plants. I mean, they are quite useful. And we have a lot of them, so yeah, we will do that. We'll take the lye and the soap to clean ourselves with. The bones we can just leave there for now, and we'll go bring those chunks with us. Fish bait, lovely. The Kev felt and Kevlar patches we'll go ahead and bring with us, just in case we can do some repairs. Plant fiber, here we go. Plastic chunks. Now I know a lot of this episode has just been essentially preparing. We will be leaving, but we need to make sure that we are actually prepared to leave first. A lot of 2x4s. I mean, it's going to be good for us to have them should we need to do repairs. Definitely going to want to have the wires, and we'll even take those spikes. Yeah, we'll move the 2x4s across for now. I just don't know how many we're going to be able to take with us. Okay, so now I am confident that that is essentially everything. We are going to go and pick up the dynamite and explosives and bring that back with us. Or rather, let's see if we can just move them across like this. I am a little nervous about having those on a boat with us. I mean, C4 is pretty robust. You're not going to be able to set that off, not without proper blasting caps. But the dynamite's, it concerns me. I'll say that much. Okay, so we've got a whole heap of things on here as well that we want to go and just transfer. So let's see. I'll do those very quickly, and then essentially what we're going to have to do from that point is just separate, or try and put them into, essentially just fit as much as we can in, so. And bam. Okay. That's a whole heap of stuff. That's over 400 kgs worth of equipment that I'm going to want to try and store on here somehow. Now I'm probably going to keep the food in the rear one. I hope that's a good idea. Yeah, whether or not it is, we'll see. So let's go ahead and just start putting more of our weapon-based things in this one, because that seems to be a good place for it. Okay, yeah, we're going to have a tough time with this. I'm going to go start transferring all of our tools first of all. Okay, we're getting close to being full up in our first pot. Okay. already we are looking like we are full. Okay, alright, now this is clothing. The clothing isn't super heavy. The hoodie... Oh, that's the volume. Okay, yeah, so... Actually, it's more volume, I think, than weight here that could be the issue. Yeah, we have a 37-litre allowance here. The swag bags actually take up probably a little bit too much for my liking. I think we are going to leave that hoodie behind. So we'll just go ahead and start transferring these ones here. Just see how we're looking after that. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. And in terms of the food is going to take up a fair bit of volume. Unfortunately, the large pots actually take up the entire space of one of those things. So... that's going to be an interesting one to try and do, unless we can actually install something like that on here, which we very well might be able to do. I don't think we're going to be able to bring a whole... Well, yeah, the char... okay. We are going to be limited by what we can bring with us. We definitely are. I don't know how... I think having these, because they're our winter gear essentially, I think they are worth us having, definitely. But I think the next thing that we want to try and get on here is food, 110%. So I might actually just go and transfer everything that we just put in here to the back one, just so we can transfer the food easier. Okay, let's have a look. That's our food. Okay. So that shouldn't be water. Yeah, it's longboat. Fantastic. So let's go start transferring all of that food to start with. And we're already near capacity. Okay. What was the heaviest thing there? The Hydrea. Let's just leave that out for now. A lot of dehydrated fruit as well. Let's get the sausage and the pemmican in there. God damn. Okay. Lots of garlic bulbs. The cooking oil, we can go ahead and bring that across. Flour, yes please. No. Can't fit the flour in there. Okay, alright, yeah, this is, I don't think we can make any... If I examine the vehicle, I don't think we can put anything larger on here. In terms of the carrying. Just because everything larger than the box takes up a lot more resources that we just don't have. Do we have a category for storage? Cargo, yes we do. Okay, alright, so we can actually see how much the capacity is in each of these. Shopping cart basket's awesome, but unfortunately, yeah, not what we need. Now, a steel frame box can hold a lot more. Unfortunately, making that steel frame though, I'm pretty sure we are going to need a welder to be able to do that. This though, the storage bag, the capacity is actually half of the box, I think. Half of the wood box, yeah it is. Okay, so it's not as good. Good to know. We do have canvas sacks. This is just a sack hanging off the side. And a cargo carrier is going to be too difficult for us to make, and we do actually need to weld it on there as well, so not exactly an option for us. There are stow boards as well. They can hold a little bit more, but again, it's steel, so yeah, unless it says wood, most of the time it is going to be some form of steel. So for us, we are limited there. That is a shame. I mean, we can make more wood boxes. I think we're going to need to. Originally, I didn't want to have them on the side there, but I think we're going to need to do that. What are we going to need to make another wood box? One wooden frame. Okay, alright. Well, we should still have the resources necessary, or at least
the resources nearby to be able to do that, so let's just have a quick look. Wooden frame. Okay, go ahead, hammer that out really quickly if we can, and let's go and put another box on in this thing. Okay, alright, so that's a little bit more storage capacity. Now, we have to remember that we are rowing this ourselves. There is a chance that we just might not be able to row it, because we're just carrying way too much. It's possible, and it kind of frightens me. So let's just start transferring across this lard for now. We'll go ahead, and the yeast even takes up a whole heap of space, because there is a lot of it. Ooh, that is frightening. The clay hydrate, we definitely need to have that on there. That's a whole heap of clean water. Now we can store 7 more units on here. Put you on there. Put the herbs in there as well. Not going to be able to fit anything else, so I'm just going to go for the smaller items now. So we'll just go ahead and start putting in these. Thankfully, we can fit many of those things in there. Light wooden frame, you're just going to have to stay behind, sorry. The clay hydrate, I'd like to bring another one, but I think maybe just sticking to one for now is the right option. Science ID cards, definitely. And super glue, 100%. The withered plants would be nice to be able to have them, but we're probably just going to leave them behind. Okay. Plastic bottles, yes please. Okay, we'll just work our way through, just bit by bit, see what we are actually going to be able to bring with us. So that's now full. It's good to know. So we need to start shifting things into that one there. Okay, alright. Gallon jug with salt water, we'll go ahead and take you. The lye. The wood ash doesn't actually take up too much space, so that's good. The charcoal takes up a whole heap. Steel, surprisingly not. But, in saying that, steel isn't going to help us immediately survive right away, so the pelts and the hides, they are still going to help us out a lot. Oh, this is just going into the water now. This is not actually going into the boat itself. That's not what we want. Bugger. Okay, alright. No wonder it was just transferring across easy peasy. So why does this already have capacity? Oh, I think that's the things that are in the water. There we go. Okay. Alright, we're looking okay now. So, chitin, we'll go ahead and pass that for now. The felt patches, they're not taking up a huge amount of space, but we'll pass it on by just for now. Take the nails. Plant fibers, yep. Easy done. Rags, yes please. Resinous cord. Sinew. Thread. And those pelts. Okay. Just. Okay, so that's actually all that we've got left, so it's not too bad. We are missing out on some items, and we actually do still have some more space, so we might be able to fit the vinegar and the fruit wine in the back, or at the very least just one of them. Because it essentially, that's the only thing that can fit in there, so I think we can fit the fruit wine on here, but that's it. So is there anything else in here that we desperately want? Having some charcoal would be nice. So I'll go ahead and just store what we can. 67, yes please. And I guess we could just top off the other areas with charcoal, if that's the case. So let's just have a look. Go here. Top it off with charcoal. 30. Okay, what about down here? It's pretty much full. But still, I think we can actually fit some there, so we might as well do it. Charcoal. 8. There we go. Okay. And we can actually fit quite a bit up there with that food, so go ahead and move that charcoal. 212. Thank you. Okay. We still have some raw pellets there as well. Alright, so we're going to move into the back seat now. What do we have in this at the moment? Ah, we have the clothing in there. That's just in the water. No, it should be in the longboat. Don't know why it's not actually showing us how much is in there. Okay, let's see. I'm going to want to try and... we might just have to pick up the pot for now, which I think is right beneath us. Here. Get items on the ground. And we'll take the fruit wine. Wield it. Okay. Is this going to be possible? No, not with everything that's in there. We need to essentially take all of these things out to be able to take the fruit wine with us. Which is, it's frustrating to see something like that go. Yeah. We have a wood axe with us. We have more glue with us. The steel spear, our arrows, and our quiver. Okay. This is all that we're going to be able to bring with us. It's not as much as I wanted to be able to bring to go on an expedition of this size. If things go wrong, if things go bad, we might still be able to make it back here to the cabin. It's actually towards the end of the day right now, so it's probably going to be worth us sleeping this all off. So let's just go over here really quick. We're going to have some more of those cracklings. So we'll just go ahead and smash those back if we can. Not examining, just eating, my friend. Not eating my friend, but eating my friend. Yes. Okay, alright, we're nice and full, so let's just have some water. And then, I think maybe for the last time, potentially for the last time, we're going to be going to sleep in here. So let's just wait for our cat. Unfortunately, I don't think the cat's going to be able to join us. There is a good chance that the dog won't be able to join either. Let's just go ahead and wait until dusk. Okay, we finished waiting. Okay, let's just wait for the sun to properly set. It's starting to go now. Just wait for that last little bit there. Are we going to be able to get to sleep? You should really try, my friend. Damn it. Damn it. We try, but we cannot. Okay. Let's hope that we can actually get there eventually. We're hungry, and we fall asleep. Okay. So we should get something of a sleep at the very least. Alright, we wake up. We've got time. Go ahead, place down that plank. Go out here, get something to eat. Let's go for some crackling. Again, we've just got 2 left, so make the most of it. And then we'll go ahead and have some sausage. We've had all of the wasteland sausage at this point, so that's okay. Go ahead and have you. Okay. Alright, we're looking at 3 years on the dehydrated meat. Actually, that's good. That is good. We'll see if we can have one more sausage. Oh well, okay, it's a lucky number. Alright, let's go and have some water now. Clay hydrator, and one more of those. Do it. Okay, alright. Now, we are going to unleash our doggo. We'll go ahead and untie you. Do we get the rope back there? I think we do. Short rope, yeah. Now, I don't know if I can tie you back up again. It's my only concern. I was hoping that because I've installed another seat here, he'd be able to sit on the seat. Hang on, can I tie you to the seat? No, I don't seem to be able to. Untie? Hang on. Untie. Tie the dog to here. To the square that we're on. Now, is that tied him to the boat or to the square? There's no way to know. There is no way to know. Okay, well, we are going to wait until dawn, so let's just go ahead and wait till dawn. Hopefully dawn isn't too far off. There's a little bit of a wait. We sit here waiting in our boat, waiting for the sun to rise. And there it is. The day is here. We're gonna have to wave goodbye to dirt as we start to row this back out. Okay, does it keep hitting him? I'm trying to figure out what's happening there. Okay, it's ramming into the dog right now, so I think I have to untie him. So we'll go ahead and stop driving. I'm sorry about that, buddy. We'll go ahead and untie him and just hope that he's going to be able to stay on here. We take control of the longboat. Okay. You got to get on here. Oh, we ram into the cat. Oh, dude, come on. Alright, I'm just going to stay here for a second and just see if he is able to swim out to us. I don't think so. Oh, it's really sad. Well, they both sit there by the cabin as Leif waits for a moment before rowing back out, leaving behind his trusty dog and cat. Yeah. Oh. I really would have wanted to bring them with us, but unfortunately not. I don't know if pet carriers actually work in this game. They might, for all I know, but I don't know for certain. Let's just eat some sausage and begin our lonely journey down the river Now, we are going to be staying a little bit further out like this, just so we can actually see what's going on. And now I know there's probably a good chance that I've forgotten something, that I've left something behind, that I was meant to do something beforehand. It's entirely possible. We're going to go ahead and wield the steel spear just so that we're ready to attack something should it jump out the water at us. If we have another friggin' beaver attack or something of the like. But we're going to carry on as fast as we can down towards the fork in the river. And just hope that we see some sign of civilization. Now, there's a good chance that we will end up smacking into something. I think during the day they seem to be a bit smarter in that they stay away from us while we're rowing along as we are. I don't want to stay too far away from the shoreline, purely just because if something happens to the boat, if it starts to sink, then we are going to need to swim back to shore. So the shorter the swim, the better chance we have to survive. Let's go have some water from that hydrea. I just imagine it sitting in one of those boxes on the side of Leif's little boat. As he just reaches across, grabs just a handful of water, just cupping it with his hands. Just letting the river almost take him, to guide him. Occasionally just, putting one of his oars in the water, redirecting his craft. And it's probably not a super well-made boat. I don't know, like, he's not a craftsman, but I think he's good enough to do things right. Okay, another sausage just to keep us going. So we continue on down, seeing all those creatures in the distance, and it is unsettling when we go into the center of the river, so I'm going to avoid it where I can. Actually, I like to be able to see the shoreline if possible. Much better, much better. Stay on your way, my friend. And, whoa, let's go ahead and turn. I kind of imagine that he, will occasionally just be kicking back. Because we're not using our stamina right now, so we are kind of allowing the river to guide us in a sense. Oh, there we go. It was a freaking beaver. Okay, alright, let's assess the damage really quick. Most damage is the boat board. Okay, and it's the boat board in the center. That's it's not so good. That is not so good. So let's go ahead and just stop. Because if there is a beaver on or around here, a beaver leaps from the deep water. I don't see it right now, so we are just going to continue on, hoping that we aren't going to crash into one. Okay, let's go a little bit further away from the bank and just pick up some speed again. Start turning. I think beavers will be our worst nightmare. The longboat so far has been kind to us. Okay, we're nearly here. Didn't take us anywhere near as long as I thought it would have. And that might be a big island in the center of this river, so I think what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of see what's going on this bank here and just ease our way around. So let's go towards that little island. Not much going on there. Okay. We'll just occasionally be popping back out to our big map just to see what Leif might be seeing in the distance. Okay, alright, so it does look like this is where the main tributary of the river continues down. That's just a smaller one going off to the east. I think traveling south on the river is his plan, because from the start he was saying, going to follow the river downstream, and this is leading him down. Oh, there was a giant carp. Oh, Jesus God. Okay, well, we spotted it from a distance, but it still scared the crap out of me. This giant carp. We've fought a giant carp before. This thing's lightly injured, so I don't know if it is the same thing. Death is the gift of the carp god. Okay, it is swollen and very angry, so let's go ahead and see if we can stop the vessel. Okay, we do. It takes another bite out of our arm as it just kind of flounders on the side of our boat. Leif reaches out with his spear, stabbing down at the water, but misses it as it dives back down beneath the discolored water. Jumping back out, it takes another swing at us with its tail, but we manage to dodge out the way, almost falling in. We stab, yet again, hitting nothing but water. Again we stab. We impale the carp, 39 damage, but as we do get hit as the tail comes around, slapping us in the head. Luckily, our hat blocks some of the damage as we stab again, gouging it for 41. This thing has so much health. We stab down into the water again, dealing 40 damage as the creature starts to run, bleeding, leaving behind just a murky red-black mess in the water. And Leif just stands for a moment, looking down, hoping to find it. The carp leaps out of the deep water in the distance, hiding from us. Is that the same one? It is. Wow, it can make it seriously far. Well, let's see if we can actually catch this one this time, because that could be a whole heap of food, and maybe even tonight's dinner. And so with that, Leif starts to row his longboat towards the shore, where the thing seems to be stuck, trying to shepherd it in. He parks up his boat, bring it to a stop, and walking out on the front of it, he waits to see what the fish is going to do. Okay. Wading into the water, he reaches out, gouging the carp, running it through for 37 damage. It flounders on the shoreline, death seeming near. Yes! And with one final strike, the carp god is dead. This giant carp. It's 10 kgs. That's not bad. That's not a bad carp. Not a bad carp. I kind of imagined it being slightly bigger, but yeah. Okay, alright. And this is just on this little island. Okay, let's go ahead and butcher it. Okay, so we get some fat, we get flesh. How much exactly? No, we don't want the shallow water. Surprisingly, not that much. This wasn't anywhere near as big of a fish as I thought it was. 2 fillets of fish, that's cool. I'll go ahead and take that. We'll take the sinew, and we'll actually even take those bones with us as well. We'll leave the offal behind for the time being. We're not going to dive into the deep water. No, we're just going to go around to the side and just catch our breath back for a second. We're in a little bit of pain, but that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and start rowing. Taking control of the vehicle, let's go ahead and just push off away from the island, leaving the intestines of that carp on the shore for some lucky scavenger to pick up. Now we are hungry, so we'll go ahead and have another sausage just for the time being, but when we do stop, we are going to cook up that fish. Let's go ahead and have some water while we're here as well. Fantastic. Slate. Brilliant. Okay, let's continue following this thing. Now we do want to be close to the shore for 2 reasons. One, as I said before, there is a chance that we could God damn it, encounter something like this out in the open ocean. There's also what looks like be some kind of death going on there. It's damaged otter corpse. Okay. Yes. 2 reasons. One, so it's not as far for us to swim if something goes wrong, but also if there is any sign of civilization, we're only going to see it if we are close to the shore. So we're going to have to pick a side to go with. Right now, both sides seem kind of similar. Yeah. I mean, because there is always a chance that we could be going past the city, but it could just be, you know, a little bit further away from the river. What we're going to hope for is a bridge. If we can find a bridge, then we can find a road, and that road will eventually take us to civilization. Okay, alright, we're going to go ahead and stop this vehicle. We dodge the carp. We stop driving. As it lands on board our vessel, inside one of the boxes, it starts writhing backwards and forwards as Leif stabs the thing. This time, flopping to the side, it seems to move away. As we stab it yet again, heavily injuring the creature, it begins to flee, realizing that it's in for too much of a fight, but it does come back as Leif does gouge it again. Unfortunately, it has decided instead to run. And so we're going to take the opportunity to continue. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Okay, now I am going to go towards the shoreline at this point because, yeah, too many of those carps, not a great thing. That's a very busy little shoreline there. Looks like we've got another island as well. I'm imagining we're not going to run into any kind of civilization so close to a swamp, so I don't feel as good about this side of the river as I do about the other, but this side's a little closer to this island that's coming up, and I want to see if we can check that out. Okay, alright. Let's go up nice and close to it if we can. Anytime we hit something, it just scares the crap out of me, so I imagine me jumping is as much of a fright as the actual thing. Looks like it's more swampy over this side as well. Now, is this an actual split? Oh, it is too. Ah, that one actually splits off going to the southwest, whereas this continues directly south. I think we are going to stick to our idea of traveling directly south, but look how far we've made it already. Made it a decent way down, my friend. Alright, Leif. Keep it up. We'll stay on this side of the river for a little bit longer before we decide to shift onto the other. Got a giant crayfish in the distance and a deer. The deer is tempting to hunt, but we're actually looking okay for food right now, and it looks like this might be another split off in the river. As to which way we follow, I'm kind of feeling the southeast a little bit more. It's whichever is going to be the larger of the two. We want to try and follow it as long as we can. Oh, we did actually ram into a carp then, it would seem. Okay, it's a little frightening, I'll be honest. Okay, it's hard to tell here which is actually going to be the largest, but that does go shallow for a little bit. It actually kind of blocks off. There's like a sandbar there. So we'll continue down this way. And just come a little bit closer to the shore. Not too close though, because that's where there are a decent amount of fish as well. We don't want to be doing some accidental ramming. Have a sausage. Maybe another. See if we can do ourselves for a little bit longer. We don't want to overdo it though, so no. I want to investigate the vehicle again because I'm actually afraid the square that is the most damaged is actually, yeah, it's the square that we're sitting on. That's a little concerning. Okay, it might be worth us trying to do some repairs. We do have super glue, so we can get away with doing some repairs. Got a coyote. Okay, let's just go ahead and just stop for now. We're just going to be floating in the river. We're going to see if we can do some basic repairs here. Cannot repair stuff while driving. Okay. I need to let go of the controls. There we go. Okay. Alright, so let's see. It's going to require 2 super glues to be able to do this. Do it. Okay, can we do the other one? We can. Okay, do it. Fantastic. That's both of them repaired. It's a fully repaired boat. Okay, that's good. But that did use our super glues to be able to do that, so please no more additional damage. If we can avoid it, be very, very happy. Okay. It does continue on. If we reach the end of the river, it's going to be... well, we're going to have to turn around. And who knows? That might just happen. We might just find like a lake, or it might just ease up. There's no way for us to know. Okay, continuing straight down. I will be surprised if we do find something in this episode. Just keep on going, my friend. Gonna have to get you a drink in a moment. He's doing a damn good job, although he's not having to work too hard at the same time, which is nice. We got a Grim Howler. Okay, we are seeing infected. So I guess maybe that's a little disheartening to him. It does seem to open up here a little bit more. Continue on down. Giant wolf spiders. Hungry for sausage. Eat away, my friend. Okay. Yeah. Opens up for a little bit and then just closes back down again. I think we're going to stay just on this side here. Just on the east side of the riverbank. See if we can see anything. Whole heap of... not beavers? What are they? Otters. Whole heap of otters. Cute. Very cute. Okay. It's been much the same, my friend. I think he would have an idea of how far away from civilization he is, but maybe he doesn't. I mean, I don't know how long he walked to get out here. Perhaps it was even via boat that he was dropped off here, so maybe he does have an idea that somewhere down here there has to be something. Or maybe he was really stupid and did like a blindfold type challenge. Like, drop me off in the woods, I'll survive as long as I can, completely naked, and then try and find my way back to civilization. Sounds like a surefire way to die. Attack of the beavers, of course it is. 2 of them jumping out of the river at us. We go ahead and pull the handbrake on our boat. We stop driving, and we go ahead and start stabbing out towards the creatures, missing the first. We stab again, but miss. God damn. Okay, come on. You've got this, dude. How about we try and stab you? Okay, not standing much of a bit of chance. Our torso isn't so encumbered right now, but they just seem to be very hard to hit. Oh, okay. But stabbing again and again at these beavers that dived into the boxes on the boat. He finally makes contact, stabbing this one in the head, tearing it to pieces, and again, the same to the second, running it straight through. God damn. We've spotted another beaver in the distance as well, but those two are freaking toast. We'll see if we can butcher the remains of this one. Stop. Nope. We'll only stop if it actually starts coming for us. And I want to see if we can get items on the ground. Are we going to be able to carry any of that? Yes, we can. I'm going to go ahead and take the meat. The bones would be good. It would be good. But at the same time, I don't think we're going to be able to carry them. There's just too many. So let's just stay moving. Goddamn beavers. Did they do any damage to our boat? We're going to have to try and find out. Let's see. Examine vehicle, please. No. We're actually looking good. Alright. I am happy about that. Stay moving. Avoid the spiders. Yes, please. Go further on down. Just watch out for the duo beaver jump technique that they seem to like to use. Sending both of them at the same time. Alright. Still nothing, my friend. I believe somewhere out there we will find some sign. Some notion of civilization. It's gotta be. But this is without a doubt the fastest way for us to travel. If we were to try and do this overland, we'd be stopped quite often by, things that want to try and eat us. And I don't think we could get a vehicle that's going to be able to go up to 21 kilometers an hour. I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty freaking good. And there's an antlered horror. See, that's why we don't want to be on land. Because it has been a while since the start, so creatures have become stronger over this period. We've got some more beavers over here. Okay, the river is becoming a little bit stronger and wider. It's nice and warm apparently, so this is going to be like a warm autumn shower. I don't think I've heard of a thing, but okay. I guess we're just staying warm enough. Well, we do actually have a roof on this thing. We have a roof just over where we are now, just a little cloth roof. So it's keeping them dry. We are actually tired at this point, and I'm not surprised because of, we have actually been steering this thing the entire day. So we know at the very least that he's going to have a damn good sleep when he does decide to call it a night. I never did get round to making a tent or something portable like that. Our bedroll might have actually been portable. I can't remember. No, I think it was a constructed bed, so we wouldn't have been able to bring that with us. Still, no bridges, no roads. Because I do believe that will be the first sign of civilization we see. I don't think we're likely to just see a house or a building all of a sudden. Although it's Cataclysm, you never know. You never know what's going to pop up. Let's see. More forest. And we can see how far we've actually made it in today's episode. That's a whole heap of straight down. That's an impressive run, my friend. That is an impressive run. We're going to keep it up. Avoid that shoreline. It does seem to be taking a bit of a curve here now. It's funny because it seems like a big curve here, but then when we have a look on the map, it's just like a tiny little bend. Oh, that is opening up a lot though. That could be a much larger lake. Or I don't think there isn't the sea in this, but that is opening up massively so. I'm tempted to just have a row out this way to see if there might be something more. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, dude. Oh, did you see that? There was a red for a moment, yeah. Jawed terror. dives deep into the water. Oh, that is a zombie shark. That is a zombie shark. Okay. Okay, Leif, just be ready, my friend. Because any moment now... Oh, no. Any moment now. Okay. It could friggin' appear. I am very nervous right now, rowing through here, because I imagine just in the distance he would have seen a fin, and then that fin just disappear. Pay no attention to us. Pay no attention to us. Okay, let's have a look at the map. Okay. Yeah, this just seems to be like a really big lake. I wonder if the two rivers actually meet back up, if they were both running down from each other here. I want to see the other side of this, and I think we kind of can see it now, so we'll just push on a little bit further. I don't want to stop to have a drink yet, not until we're a little bit further away. Okay, I think stand a little bit better of a chance to do that now. Just don't want to do that when there's potentially a shark in the water with us. Not just a shark, but a zombie shark. Oh, we just rammed into a beaver and we killed it. Okay. I'll take that. I guess it is a bit of speed that we're traveling with. Wow, that's a whole heap of fish. Okay, oh yeah, okay, we can see now. It is just like a really, really big lake. Okay, well, we're gonna keep on traveling south, so we'll start spinning around. Have a sausage. Carry on. That's how we do. And obviously, just prepare ourselves mentally for the fact that there is sharks in the water. And we are seeing a tough zombie down there. Okay. That's intriguing. Because usually zombies, that's closer to civilization. What the hell is that over there? Oh, those are bodies. Those are people's bodies. Well, yeah, human remains out here. Maybe that's a sign to Leif that, you know, there could still be people out here. Unfortunately, every single group of people that he finds so far are dead. Not exactly a comforting sign, but I guess it's better than finding nothing at all. Maybe? Who knows? Alright, let's stay close to the coast, close to this coast. Oh, we've got a beaver that keeps on trying to attack us then. I only just noticed. Okay, alright, well, we're gonna have to stop. Stop driving. We'll let it keep moving. We seem to be fine. If we stop, like, we can just let the boat just drift for a little bit longer and then just grab the oars again. It seems to work pretty well. Okay. Is that the sun setting or is that just the rain? I think it's just the rain, but the sun will start making its way down soonish, so we're gonna have to try and find somewhere to stay. Ah, damn, we've got a sandbank coming up ahead. That's a little concerning. A little concerning. Okay. Alright, how are we looking going through there? It might not actually be a full-on sandbank. Yeah, we seem to be able to pass through this. I think it's probably that the banks are so close together that it thinks that they're essentially, well, that's all there is on that section of the page, of the map thing, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding a little island for us to sleep on, rather than sleep on the shore, but I'm not seeing any islands, so... Oh, hello, beaver. Alright. Same as before. Managed to get a little bit of a bite on us there. We'll go ahead and stab at you. Nice. Good. Oh, the beaver dies and another replaces it instantaneously, but both of them die, one after the other. I think the speed actually helps us out a little bit there as well. Possibly. I can't guarantee it, but wouldn't be surprised if it helps at least a little bit. Alright, there we go. We've got a little bit more light now. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. The rain's gone for now. Oh, that is opening up in a really interesting way. It doesn't actually have a riverbank there, so I'm intrigued to see if it does stop here and then continue on to the east. Oh, is that an island? It's an island. Okay, well that's potentially somewhere for us to stay. But curiosity is getting the better of me here because we've been traveling south this entire time and the river is finally spinning to the east, so we're just going to go a little bit around here just to see what we have going on the shoreline here, because it's not a proper bank, it's just as you can see, strangely, an edge, just a really bizarre edge, and a whole heap of fish on the side there. Okay, alright. And it seems to continue on that way for a little bit, so I don't know what's going on in this field, but there's something bizarre happening there. Now, it would make sense for us to pull over soon, but we still have some daylight, so I want to make the most of it. We hit a mink, I think. No, it was a carp. It was a carp. Just a regular carp, not a big man-eating carp of doom. Yeah, that's bizarre. It's like part of the map is damaged, or something going on there. Alright, let's go ahead and turn around. I don't know why we're going backwards. That's better. Onwards we go. Alright. We seem to quite enjoy the sausages, I think. Let's have a look. Wow, we still enjoyed crackling. Okay. It's lasted a really long time. Okay, and that's the edge of that up there. Okay, noted. Okay, looks like there's a little bit going off to the side there. I'm tempted to explore that. I don't think that's where we're going to go indefinitely, but I want to see what's kind of going on with that. It's a bit of an opening. Oh, yep. Okay. Little island. Okay. And the sun is actually going down at this point here, so there's a lot of black rats on this island, though. A lot of black rats. Like a ridiculous amount. Which, you know what? That's actually a whole heap of food, so that's not terrible. Yeah. Okay, let's go into shallow water. And we'll go ahead and just stop around about here. Let's have something to drink. Go for that clean water. And make sure that we actually stop driving. Go hop off. Now there's a lot of rats, so that's a lot of rats to kill. Let's see if we can do just that. They're probably all going to be on one side of the island here. Yeah, I know, they're all diving into the water. Okay, intriguing. Well, they can and probably will run occasionally like that. I'm not comfortable with these beavers being here though, so we're going to go ahead, yep, and try and see if we can kill these aggressive beavers. Oh yeah, there we go. We are a beaver kill. Well, okay. I'll behave. Alright, okay. Good. We'll go ahead and butcher both of them. That is fresh meat for the evening. Okay, so I kind of like this little collection of trees over here. I think this is probably where we're going to try and sleep for the night. It's not amazing by any means. It is, yeah, it's rough. It is rough sleeping. And it's not going to be easy to sleep in the rain like this. Are we going to be warm enough? Well, we're warm now, so I'd say we probably are going to be. However, with the rain, we might have a little bit of a hard time having a fire burn for long enough for us to actually be able to do something with it. Now, we do have our entrenching tool with us, so we can make ourselves a little bit of a pit, which is better than nothing, so let's go ahead and start digging that down. Mark firewood source. Interesting. Okay, that's new. Let's see, I want to go ahead and activate the entrenching tool, dig a pit right there. Okay, can I go ahead and dig another pit, make it a deep pit? There we go, we have ourselves a deep pit. Fantastic. Alright, we're going to go ahead and chop. Oh, we've got another beaver. Okay, watch out for you. I want to go ahead and chop down that tree. Chop down a tree. Okay, knock it down that way. And oh, we can do it here as well. It's planks. 19 minutes. Okay. Alright, that's a lot of 2x4s. Probably a fair few more than we actually need. And a deep pit, the fire shouldn't be able to escape it. Well, I mean, I say that, but I'm not 100% on that. We'll stay far enough back away from it that should anything go wrong, we'll probably be able to fix it. Let's just go all around and just start shifting that across. No, do not go into the pit. That would be very bad for us. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and transfer that up to here. Okay, alright, let's that meat might actually be close enough for us to cook it up. I want to go ahead and activate the lighter, start a fire. We're going to step a little bit further away just so we can attempt to be okay here. And we're going to go and cook up some of the fish first of all. That's going to take 24 minutes to do. Is the fire going to go soon enough? Stop crafting? No. Okay. The fire is still going in the pit? Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. Yes, we are dead tired at this point, so I do realize that. But I want to try and cook up the rest of this meat if possible. Alright, meat it is. And 5 is going to take us 41 minutes. We'll do it. The pit seems to be able to keep that fire going just enough. Okay, fantastic. It is now on the floor. We could do some offal as well, potentially, but I think we're just going to go ahead and eat some of that meat for now. And that fire should not spread from there. I'm half tempted to stay by it just because it'll keep us warm. I don't know how long it's going to go for. I want to come down to the shoreline just to have a quick drink. And this is going to be our first night out. It's not going to be super pleasant, but we've got all those hides as well. I would like to make one of those into a blanket eventually, but we'll see about that. I think I am actually going to sleep over here. Yeah, that fire isn't going to get out of that pit. I keep telling myself that. I'm hoping. Let's see if we can go to sleep. Okay. Alright, I can't imagine it's a very comfortable sleep. Curling up next to that fire, and I don't even know how long that fire went for. It might actually already be out. We can't see, obviously, because we've got our eyes closed, and we wake up about midday. We were sleeping for a really long time, it would seem, to a beaver biting our torso. Perhaps the thing thought we were dead. We swing as we try and get back up onto our feet, again missing the creature as it attempts to scramble and bite us. Finally, we find our mark, and the creature is dead. And in the pit, nothing but ashes remain. We made it for our first night, and we've made it a long, long way from home. For Leif, it is quite the journey. I mean, it just goes on and on. And so far, we've not seen a single road, we've not seen a single bridge. It doesn't mean that they're not out here. It means we need to keep on looking. And eventually, maybe, we'll find civilization. But for now, that search will continue. And the next we'll travel further down the river, hoping to find some semblance of civilization. And that is going to be today's episode. I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.